Now I haven't been sure with this. It's supposed to be a bliss, being alone, being free in every way. Didn't know what I like the feel of it, putting out what you had lit. But let me tell you, these things don't hurt a bit, 'cause you see, I was all wrapped up in everything. But now that I'm out, I got wind under my wings. So tell me that you need me, I wouldn't bother. If you're with another man, I don't even care. Tell me that you're sorry, my cold shoulder. It's yours since we're over. See, you got what you asked. I got wind under my wings. I got wind under my wings. Now what was it you used to say? How you needed a solid way to be yourself. Now you're free in every way, and you see, I was all wrapped up in everything. But now that I'm out, I got wind under my wings. So tell me that you need me, I wouldn't bother. If you're with another man, I don't even care. Tell me that you're sorry, my cold shoulder. It's yours since we're over. See, you got what you asked. I got wind under my wings. I got wind under my wings. I got wind under my wings. So tell me that you need me, I will follow. If you're with another man, I don't even care. Tell me that you're sorry, tell me that you're sorry. Tell me that you're sorry. See, you got what you care. I got wind under my wings.
Wow, welcome back. And today I'm so excited to share with you about the setting up of your Interactive Brokers account. And before we get started, I want to welcome those of you who are tuning in live right now in our YouTube live chat. I want to give a big shout out to all of you. Welcome! Yay! And can you please type in over into the live chat and say a big welcome to all of your fellow warriors out there. Here we go! Woohoo! Welcome everybody! Wow! Thank you. I see that. All the messages. Wow! So many of you turning up. Thank you. Awesome. Oh yes, welcome, all of you, gorgeous. Welcome, wow, awesome. Awesome, so happy to see all of you, wow. Yes, a big welcome to all of you. And you know what? We are kind of a setup right here. And first of all, today's presentation is all about Interactive Brokers. And I want to share with you a big shout out. It goes really many years back. This was in fact the very first brokerage account I'd ever set up in my life. Wow, that was like more than 20 years ago. And you know what? Along the way, and by the way, they have improved tremendously over the years. They are so focused on building the best tech platform. And that's the reason why they kind of have this API on-ramp system where different providers can kind of plug in their APIs into the main Trader Workstation. That was the time I started Trader Workstation. And you can really put in all kinds of interesting data into the platform. But more importantly, about the recent changes in recent years. You see, we have moved so fast in terms of mobile trading. And it kind of a switch over from the traditional desktop trading. That was the time when I first started. Really mind-boggling desktop. You got to kind of sit there, plant yourself down, and focus on manipulating all the different screens. It was way complicated, all right? So in recent years, IB kind of shifted over to the focus on mobile trading. And that's where they kind of kickstart the IBKR mobile apps, and you can download it on Apple App Store as well as the Google Play Store. Now, this is the part that completely changed everything in investing. I've myself upgraded over to pure mobile trading. So number one, I want to highlight to all of you, I don't use a Trader Workstation anymore. Anyone who does that, you are out of fashion already. Because Trader Workstation is not powerful. What is truly powerful that gives you the freedom of choice is that you carry your mobile phone and you can be trading on any part of the world at anywhere at any time with the hand. The power of the mobile phone in the controls of your hands. This should be the way of the new era of investing. All right, so this is the part that I think I want to highlight to all of you and make sure that your golden rule to trade, it must always be on a mobile. And let me tell those of you who are stubborn, obstinate, and you don't want to change at all, you want to stick to desktop trading, let me tell you what's going to happen, all right? The most critical moment when you're about to fire off the trade, what happens if you got a diarrhea or a tummy ache and you got to rush to the toilet? Let me tell you, that would drive you completely crazy. And for the way that we trade, we needed to have that kind of flexibility anywhere, anytime, on the mobile phone, we can just fire off the trades. That's the reason why. In recent years, I kind of mobilized our community and say, hey, stop your desktop trading nonsense. Go into mobile trading. Because the firing of trades is the most technical of them all. You see, my my chickens agree with me. Can you hear that? Every time they hear my voice, they get excited, they just start crowing away, all right? So they are agreeing with what I'm saying. And I hope you guys are enjoying the show as well, right? So make sure you train yourself to fire off the mobile phone. Let me explain to you 3 very important points before we get into the technicalities of setting up the account. Number 1, you need to learn how to trade on a mobile phone because the market has grown so diverse right now, and we are preparing you to trade stocks, options, as well as cryptos on a single brokerage account, on a single app, on your single mobile phone. That is the true vision coming to pass for our students in the US. They are already trading stocks, options, and cryptos within the same interactive brokers platform. No need to switch at all, no desktop at all. Everything just fire off the mobile phone. Number 1. Number 2, because the trading hours have kind of enlarged. If you are trading in the US stock market opens at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, closes at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But when we enter the cryptos market, oh my gosh, it's 24 hours. It is literally 7 days a week, 24 hours per day, non-stop trading. And that's the reason why I always encourage all of our students, you cannot be stationed in your country for the rest of your life. You got to go out there, see the world, do your grassroots check. You got to be out there talking to companies, talking to businesses, talking to customers, consumers, and finding out what exactly are they thinking about. You got to be engaging the millennials, why they are called the meme traders, why they are just all crazy about cryptos and they don't want to look at stocks. You got to go out there, start the conversation. And you can only start the conversation with your mobile phone, not bring along your desktop with you. Okay? So the third point. First point, we've gone into the diversity of 3 instruments. Second point, 24 hours non-stop trading. And the third point is this. The brokerage house is not the one making decisions for you. All the analysis, you should have already done it. The brokerage house is just a tool for you to fire off the trades. So if you are spending too much time on your trader workstation or your desktop on the brokerage house, something is wrong right here. You're not doing the real analytical work. The real analytical work is all done before you even look at the brokerage house. The brokerage platform is just for you to fire off the trade, buy low, sell high, make money. That's it. It's not for thinking. And there'll be some tricks and tools I'm going to share with you how we can make use of IB. We can dive deeper into that later on. All right. So 3 important things to take away from today's sharing is all of your trades should be fired off a mobile phone. That is the new generation of traders out there. So if you are excited about this, can you type in right there? I love my chickens, is it? All right. You guys can hear my Momo crowing away. That's the name of my chicken. And yeah, can you please type in right there? We shall trade. I love to trade on mobile phone. Come on, let's type in right there. I love to trade on mobile phone. Oi! Wow. Thank you for the response. And you know, between the live stream versus what you finally see me on YouTube, there's a lag between 30 to 45 seconds long. All right. So kind of I have to stop and see your response like 30 seconds later. That's the thing about YouTube live stream. It's not really live per se. There's a 30 to 45 seconds lag time. All right. So I appreciate all of you guys for putting in your answers right there. I can see it very clearly. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, what I'm going to do right now is going to go through some of the key points in terms of setting up your IB account. All right. So here we go. Number 1, I'm going to switch over my screen. Step number 1 we need to really get acquainted with is the setting up of the account. Now, I want to bring up a very, very important message to all of you right here, right now, right? And this is really important. Your brokerage account is no different from your bank savings account. It is 100% private and confidential, and it's also establishing your relationship with a brokerage house. This relationship is private, confidential, and that's the reason why you must always take the initiative to engage into conversations with your brokerage platform provider. Very, very important. No one can come in between, be your middleman, and tackle the questions on their behalf. And that's the reason why I want to organize this video session to let you know, hey, you shouldn't ask Spiking or ask your teacher to intervene for you in your process of setting up an account with Interactive Brokers. This is a big no-no. This conversation is private and confidential between you and a brokerage account, all right, and a brokerage provider. So first thing, you go to interactivebrokers.com. Wow. I think I got a postman right here. And he left the parcel and he moved off. First thing, you go to interactivebrokers.com, and right on this page, the place to go and set up your account is found simply right here. It is called Open Up Account. Open Up Account. Here we go. Right here on the top right hand corner. Open account. All right. Now there are multiple steps involved. They'll ask you many questions. All right. I want just to kind of tell you how you practically go and answer those questions. All right. Because sometimes, depending on the way you answer a particular questions that the brokerage account is asking you, they won't allow you to become their customers. I mean, you kind of dig out the hole for yourself. I just put it as blunt as that to you, all right? If you tell them like, you don't know anything about trading, why would they allow you to set up an account with you? That's the reason why you got to get training first with us. And every time you join us, straight away we present to you 18 chapters of videos that you should watch and go through. Now, I'm very confident of our training, all right? All the training that we provided you to invest into stocks, options, or even cryptos, they will give you minimally 3 years of experience. And in fact, it's more than 3 years. I'm giving you 20 years of my own experience delivered to you online over a 18 chapters module. And straight away, you gain head start, 3 years ahead compared to anyone else out there in the world. I'm so confident of this. Because what we present to you are the clearest, most simplified approach to understanding investing. So simple, but the substance is so wide, so deep. I'm confident of that. All right, because why? No one in the world is going to teach you how to make 5 to 100% profit return in just one day. We are the only guys in the world. Why? Because we are backed by data. That's the reason why. So if you go out there into the account opening and number one, you don't complete our online video series and you don't get yourself acquainted with the basic terminology and they ask you, do you have any experience? And you say no. Straight away you're rejected. Simple as that. Why would they allow you, someone with no knowledge, to trade on their platform and make silly mistakes, right? So concept number one is this. You are already equipped the knowledge and the know-how. And this responsibility is on you to get yourself educated minimally to know what is going on. So that's the reason why we always make sure that you go through our online course first. Do not jump that step. You have to complete our online videos first before you meet me in the live class and I teach you how to do live trading together with me. All right. So minimally you got to complete that. Then you already have like a 3 years head start experience, knowing all the terminologies, knowing all the traps, ambushes out there, all the mechanics of trading. All right. So this is the first point about experience. Number two, if you tell anyone out there, not just the brokerage house or even the banks, that you are a beggar or a pauper with no money, why would they allow you to open up an account? Straight away, if you have no money, you are not qualified to invest in the first place. Again, it's kind of a mind-boggling, mind-boggling and tackling all these really basic issues because why? We literally have so many kind of interesting students who go in there and say, I got no money, I got no knowledge, no experience. Of course, nobody wants to do business with you. That's why you need to get educated first. All right, so I'm going to slow down a little bit here because this is the part where, you cannot outsource your conversation with a brokerage provider like IB and ask someone to intermediate for you. No one will be able to do that for you. You have to go out there and engage and build the trust with your brokerage provider, that they trust you to know what you are doing. Then they allow you to trade on their platform. All right. So this is the starting point. So from this point onwards, I'm going to open up the floodgates. All right. And the floodgate goes this way. Any point in time right now, if you have questions, just type it into the live chat. And I'm going to go through my questions and I'm also going to look at your questions so that we're going to have a productive time together. All right. So give yourself like 10 seconds. Think through what questions you want to ask me. And if it matches with mine, I'll tackle those questions head on first. Other than that, the rest is really, really simple. So I'm going to give you like 10 seconds and you go and start posting the questions that kind of, bog you down about setting up an IB and what other logistical issues that you have. All right, so you have 10 seconds. Here we go. Okay, while waiting for your questions, let me tackle the most popular question of them all. And the question is this: is IB available in my country? Is IB available in my country? All right. So all you need to do is do a Google search on Interactive Brokers, followed by this word called, here we go, available countries. All right, look for this word called available countries, and then kind of IB will tell you whether is your country eligible to participate in trading US stocks and options. All right, so right over here, available countries. Now, I've not come across any other brokerage platform that has so many countries on their list, right? It's almost the United Nations list of countries. All right, so every single one of them here listed right here, including those who are not listed on United Nations. How do I explain? Including those that are not listed on United Nations. All right, so I'm talking about countries like Taiwan. You can also open up a brokerage account here at IB. All right, so you can see the list here is really, really extensive. Oh my gosh, you have like Albania, Algeria, Andorra, Anguilla, Armenia, Fiji, France, Gambia, Georgia, Germany. You have Mexico, Monaco. You have Swaziland, Sweden, and you have Thailand, Togo, Tonga. Wow, it's just packed. So I think dealing the countries, this is not an issue. The only obstacle that you come across when you're kind of coming from a country that's less well known. I don't even know how to describe that already. What do you mean by a country less well known? So if you think that your country is like less well known to IB, very simple. The place to go and engage IB is right here. All right? I'm going to teaching you the steps right here. Go to support at the top right hand corner. Even if you have language barriers, click on the language. I mean, you have English, you have the Chinese platform all shown here. And then what I want you to click on is really the support. Click on support for individuals, all right? So this is the part you always go here to ask for help. Support followed by individual. So I click on individual pop and we start to load. And once you're here, scroll down, for goodness sake, scroll down. Oh my gosh. Look at the arsenal of tools available at your disposal. Look at this. So I don't get it each time, we have students kind of asking us and expecting us to behave like IB. That's absolutely wrong. You got to come here. The resources are all found right here, mama. All right. You can email them, you can phone them, you can live chat them, you can send them documents, you can report a bug, you can take part in the community, you can go to request a certain features, you can do all kinds of things here. It is so well equipped. All right. Now, but there's a special trick right here. All right. We're going to separate it into two parts. And thank you guys. I can see your questions start to come in already. So let me tackle this logistic first. There are two parts of your questions, all right? Now, anything to do with account opening or what we call non-trading activities. Non-trading activities, this is the simplest to tackle. Simply live chat them or email them. But if you're the kind like, you want to get things done very fast, call them. For goodness sake, call them. So when I say call them, I simply click on phone support, right? And then it open up another link. They got all the numbers right here. But the most powerful number I can tell you is the United States of America. All right? But before we get there, anything related to your account, you should call a country, call an office that's nearest to your country. All right? So for example, for us in Asia, I typically will call Hong Kong. I also typically will call Singapore because these two offices handle businesses in the Asia Pacific region. All right? Now, if you are in Europe, then you simply call the Europe hotline right here. It's very simple. In the US, you just call your home ground, United States of America, and so on, right? So all these numbers are here, and when you call them, you are actually speaking to a live human being, not a robot. And I've been using this particular tool, very, very important. Please take this chance to call them. Now, even as I tackle this and I look at some of the questions that you guys are asking, like number one from Asif, what's the best form of identification to use? Now, typically, you should always use your national identity card. Now, in Singapore, we call it NRIC, National Registration Identity Card, NRIC, all right? Now, try to always use your national identity card, then they know legally you're a resident of which country. That's easy to solve, all right? But if some of you kind of like very, very complicated kind of individual, carry 3-4 different passports, first of all, I want to ask you back, why the hell you're carrying 3-4 different passports? Are you running away from something? All right? You are the one that's confused. And stop confusing IB, and that's the reason why they reject you from opening up an account. Are you with me or not? All right? So always start off using a national identity card. Then that is the primary document that you should pass the KYC, know your customer. Now, I want to tell you, IB does KYC checks on all of us. Now, it's a very, very fair game because they do not want terrorists to funnel their illicit money through the platform. It's a way to protect you and me as well as to protect IB as a company. All right? So, number one, go and use your national identity card, kind of answer question from Asif. And then, can the IB account be from Australia, from Jay? Now, whether it's routed to Australia to Hong Kong, they have a kind of a IP automation that's going on. So, as I ask you to go in, visit Interactive Brokers, some of you will be routed to the interactivebrokers.hk Hong Kong website. Some of you will be routed to Australia website. Some of you will be routed to European website. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter where they route you. They got some kind of algorithm, automatic algorithm for the IP address routing to route to the regional office of choice to support you. All right, so that's the thinking. So don't worry about whether it's you're opening from .au, .hk, or .com. Doesn't matter. All right. So that answers Jay's question. And the next one. Okay. So we tackle all the non-trading related activities. All right. You don't have a tax number in UK. What should I use? So if you do not have a tax number like what Asif is asking, this is the time you ask IB the question, not ask me. I can't answer on their behalf because they have their own proprietary algorithm to doing checks on you. All right? So I can't answer on behalf of you. No one else can answer on behalf of you. You got to have a conversation with IB directly. Tell them, I don't have a tax number. What else do you need? You always ask them, what else do you need to pass my account? Right, so that's the way that you should engage in a conversation with them. And some other question over here, like WJ Chen is asking, like, Apple and Android got different interface when it comes to trade record. No, the interface is the same. It's just the length and breadth. Everything's the same. They won't build two different things. All right, it's the same. You can see all the winning trades on our community. Whenever our students post the winning trades, you can see it's the same. All right, so not too sure what you mean by that. All right, now another question from Isabella just came in. Can I open a few IB accounts under one identification? Yes, absolutely. I encourage all of you open multiple accounts. Now before you do that, now this is the beautiful part. So like for example, I can open Clemen 1, Clemen 2, Clemen 3, Clemen 4, Clemen 5 accounts, right? But before you do that, please make sure you are doing from the primary account, so that later on, IB does allow you to link up your 5, 6, 7 different accounts together. So if I open up 5 accounts, Clemen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And I enter into my IBKR mobile app, I can see at one shot my Clemen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, everything in one screen on my IBKR, because they allow you to link the accounts and all must come from the same name and see everything in one glance. So, you know, I like open up multiple accounts, Clemen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one for my son, second one for my second son, third one for my third son, fourth one for my wife, fifth one for myself, and we do that. So you kind of separate the pots of money. This pot of money goes to my child, my parent, my relative, or whoever that you want to kind of wheel it to. All right. So that is a good habit. Now, unfortunately, if you never kind of messed up using, first you open up with your account, and then the other one open up with your spouse information. They can't allow you to link that. It must be from the same name account. All right. So that's a great question. And next question from Molly. IBKR always email information on changes in analyst ratings. So Molly, this is more like a tactical question. We don't read analyst ratings, for goodness sake. Why are you even looking at analyst rating? Oh my gosh, I don't understand. You guys gone to the dark side so easily. Why would you even read an analyst ratings? No need to do that. All right. What we want to read are the insider trades. People who put money, move the price much more than people who just assume certain price. All right. So anyway, so let's come back. All right. Non-trading questions, I kind of tackle it. All right. The place to go to, please come to this place, the phone contact. Now, I'm going to go to the second part. How about if you are trading related questions? Now, in my 20 years of relationship with IB, I've encountered several like weird one at the very beginning of my trading career. Like when there's a stock split, what happens to the options contracts? Do they split as well? And when there's an exercise or assignment of your options position, what should you do? And things like, how about the dividends? How are you collecting your dividends? All right. So how about things like W8 band form, your tax? How do you manage your tax? Now, all these are very much trading related questions. Always do this secret trick. All right. Go to this place called United States. If it is a trading related question, I stress again, it must be a trading related question. Go and call up the United States number during live trading hours. Call up during the live trading hours, all right? Because they will have a real trader answering your question. This is what I found out. Because I will ask them very deep technical questions on trading. Like sometimes, you know, the screen freezes and all that. And then the response from the other end, I know that guy is a trader. So this is the secret trick that you should do only during live US market trading hours. Call up this number, all right? The red box I just put out in front of you, and that will solve for you many of the different agonies that you are going through, all right? So that kind of tackle it. Now, if you have any more questions, you guys simply put into the live chat, while I should continue with the rest of my questions. Now, another big topic is about minimum account opening. Minimum account opening. So right over here, oh, you see, my Momo is calling me for my attention right now. How many of you love my chickens? Can you please type in there, say, I love your chickens. And they're really in love every day, The mother hen will go out there, look for worms. And then the papa rooster will follow behind like a kind of a bodyguard, all right? And they're always like, going around in pairs. Wow, chickens are so lovely, okay? So, over here, account opening, see in front of you right here, there is no minimum. Look right here. Joint individual, joint trust, and organization accounts. Minimum 0. Look right here. So I don't understand why we get so many questions on this, because you just have to do this check right here. All right, go right here, call account minimums, and you can see the answer right in front of you. So put in whatever amount that you have, get started, and that's the way. And right, even as I prepare for today's YouTube, I kind of scratch my head. How come all these answers already found on IB website, but students prefer to come and ask spiking? I don't get it, all right? Literally, that means you're not serious about your trading. This is your personal matter. You must know what's going on. Don't outsource your that research or that engagement with your brokerage house. You have to engage them. You got to know all these little details, all right? So please do that. Now, another part. While I'm talking, we have like Molly writing in, no, not Molly, Judy. They don't have online chat support. Come on, we just gone through that. Right here. I just gone through with all of you right here. Under support, right, top right hand corner support, you come down right to here. This is all written here so big. You have email, you have phone, you have chat. It's all right here, right? So please, gotta do your part. It's all found right here at the top right corner called support, and you can find the phone, email, everything. That's the place to connect with IB, all right? So, and by the way, kind of a very strange, I better make this disclaimer very clearly. I'm not an employee of Interactive Broker, and I don't represent them. I'm teaching you this because I'm just sharing with you the last 20 years. This is the brokerage platform I use, and I find it fascinating, and I know there are certain tools and features that can really propel you to the level of a professional fund manager. That's the only reason why. But even I said this so many times, some of you out there are very, very stubborn for whatever reason. You prefer to stick with your local brokerage house, so be it. You prefer to go to another brokerage house, so be it. Right? They will not have the kind of tools I'm talking about here. Now, you want to be stubborn, that's you. We didn't tell you what's the best out there, so I don't understand, all right? Because this kind of paperwork is just one time, go through it and done deal, all right? So please go through it. So we kind of tackled that, and so now Judy is asking about real-time prices. What's the minimum amount? No, you do not need real-time prices on IB. I stress again, you do not need real-time prices on IB, because why? We are already using Yahoo Finance charts, right, which is giving you live, real-time stock price feeds, right? So unless you are serious about it, then you can simply go and subscribe to the market prices, which is like very cheap, like $10 a month. That's about it, all right? So don't spend all your time fighting over like $10 per month kind of thing. You need it, you subscribe. Don't need it, use Yahoo Finance. Very simple. Like myself, I've been using Yahoo Finance for so many years. I don't subscribe. All right, because I want to just be very focused, go to this place to get this thing, go to that place to get this thing, and that's it. All right, so please go and solve that. The main work that we do as an investor is analysis, not all these fanciful things on the brokerage platform, all right? So, oh yeah, Molly doesn't know I have chickens. I have chickens. My house is like a little kampong, like a farm. Okay, next. Okay, different order types. What is the difference between P&L and unrealized P&L and all that? Okay, so let me go through some of those stuff right now. Here we go. So I covered minimum account, how much I need to start for trading, and how much I need to fund. And if I can't set up IBKR successfully, all right, I'm really curious to know who you are. I've not come across anyone rejected by IBKR before. Unless, of course, you tell IBKR, number one, you're a beggar with no cash at all. Number two, you tell IBKR, IB, that you have no experience at all, then they'll reject you, all right? So, I mean, if you answer the way that you want to be rejected, you will always be rejected. I just tell you straight as it is. All right? So, I don't know how to tell you further than that. What currency should I fund my IBKR? All right, so this currency is a big question. On your entire trading platform, because our brains, we are trading the US stock market, we think in terms of US dollars. All right? So everything must be in US dollars. Please do not set up a brokerage account that look at Taiwanese dollars, China renminbi, Singapore dollars, Malaysian ringgit. You must be cuckoo. You must think in US dollars, not in your local domestic currency. All right? So if that is the core principle, then everything that you fund across to IB, you should fund it wire transfer in US dollars. Don't leave it to them to exchange your money. So I stress again, you should fund US dollars into your brokerage account. Don't ever do things like send your Singapore dollars, send your Japanese yen, send your Hong Kong dollars, and then let IB do the conversion. Don't do that. This is a golden rule. Now, this is a part, unfortunately, most of you are not familiar, and I just need to highlight to you so that you don't do silly mistakes like this, all right? And everything on the platform, you should think in terms of US dollars. So that tackles it. Next question. You should not convert. So the next interesting question is, what if I set up the account as USD? How do I convert to my country currency later on? Now, this is very easy. Let me teach you guys with this website. Go to xe.com. Go to xe.com. All right. X as in alphabet X, E as in for echo, xe.com, 2 alphabets. That's it. This is the place you go and do your currency conversion, right? So if you were like, you got $1 million USD, you want to convert that into your Sing dollars, convert, and that's equivalent to 1.368 million Singapore dollars. All right, so go here, you can convert like from US to Sing, Sing to US, whatever country currency is all found right here, right? Now, please don't go and confuse this and expect IB to give you a currency converter. Don't expect things like that. Go and use xe.com and that will solve your problem, okay? So how long does it take to set up an account? Now, this is another interesting question. I don't know why some of you get delayed all the time. I kind of becoming very suspicious who my students are really. Some of you are, I think you're from the dark side or from terrorists or what. You just go through the online application, it's approved. And then next thing you log into account and say, I want to wire transfer $100,000 over to you. That's it. I don't understand this whole thing about the delay. Unless there's certain information you're not answering honestly, or you're not putting in the complete answers, or you're not giving them the documentation that they need, then your account will be on a standstill. I've never seen like delay cases. Like delay cases is like very, very rare, unless it's like something is wrong with your answers or with your documentation. Okay, so sorry, my friends, I don't have good news for you today. I'm just telling you straight as it is. So please do not be offended. All right. So I'm just telling you, most people don't have problems, all right, with all this setting up. Next, what is simulated trading? Good question. That is called paper trading. Now, if you want to do paper trading, I'm going to give you the link, all right? And I hope I can put it somewhere in the live chat later on. And the place to go to paper trading is right here. Dun-dun-dun-dun. I'm going to put it in the live chat right now. Here we go. All right, you guys can see the paper trading link onto the YouTube live chat. All right, and then I'm going to show you. Once you click on the link, you come to here, open a paper trading account. Now, for paper trading account, straight away they will fund your account with $1 million, paper money, not real money. All right. So, in fact, I want to encourage all of you to start off with your paper trading account and kind of know where to click and all that stuff. But I can tell you, nothing beats faster than trading with real money. You can paper trade all you want, you have no emotions attached, you will not learn as fast. And that's the reason why the confidence I give to all of you, for those of you who come to my master class, straight away we go to live trading. Bam! Your knowledge just go right to the top overnight. Boom! Right? That's the fastest way to learn, and in a very safe environment with a teacher. Right? So, of course, some of you like to take it slow. You want to paper trade like 1 month first, then take another 2 months to wire transfer over. It's your problem! The market will not wait for you. Why are you taking your own sweet time and this concerns your finances? I don't get it. Okay, so I'm going to come to the last part of the questions already. How to transfer fund from Malaysian? I don't know why Malaysians got this kind of unique problem. Okay, it's not unique to Malaysians. It's everywhere. Everywhere in the world, this art is called wire transfer. Where's my I kind of lost it already. Let me go give you back the link again, all right? I search for interactive brokers, available countries, and let me show it to you right now. Here we go. Boom, back to here. So, those of you from Malaysia, can you see Malaysia here, big? Those of you from Malaysia, this is the big Malaysia. It's just wire transfer. All right, you go to your bank or to your standard money exchanger in your country and say, I want to wire US dollars to the brokerage house. Now, if your country has certain capital controls, like you cannot send more than $10,000, then you send it in badges. Right? Let's say you want to send $100,000, but your country has certain capital control rules, whatever, I do not know. Let's say it's 10,000. Then you just send 10 times 10,000 each. Send 10 times 10,000 each out. That's it. Done. Okay? I mean, these are real on-ground practical stuff that you minimally as an investor need to know. Don't always think that your case is so unique. Many other people have solved it already. All right? So that's my encouragement to you. And does Spiking have someone to guide me personally set an account? No, we do not have. That someone should be Interactive Broker, not Spiking. Go and call them up and let that someone guide you through. I've given you all the information how to find them already. All right here. Right? All right here, how to get to this page. I have also shown you. You have to do your part. All right? So go and call them up. It is their duty as the brokerage house to walk you through, not Spiking. Spiking is here to provide you with data and education. All right, so I think I want to make that point very, very clear. And the rest is, should I set up for IBKR light or professional? Just set up for light. All of you are beginners. All right, if you can't handle light, don't think about professionals. All right, so set up the light account first before you set up the pro. And what are the different account types to choose and open? Now, typically you set up your individual account. Like mine, I also set up joint account with my wife. All right, so in the event something happens to me, she can access my account and it's just billed to her automatically. So those are things to think about. But I don't want to get into that because you guys are only like opening up $1,000, $2,000, $10,000. Stop thinking like problems so big like that. Stop adding more problems to your process. All right, make it simple. Get it through. You have many chances to set up many accounts. So be very practical about it. I don't understand why you kind of start to overwhelm yourself before you even start trading. All right. And finally, can I join your masterclass if my account is not ready yet? Oh, absolutely. But you will suffer from one very unique syndrome. If you come to my masterclass and your brokerage account is not ready or not even funded, you will suffer from this thing called drip saliva. You will drip and slap yourself really hard. How come you never buck up to complete that process? You should be live trading with us. That's the fastest way to learn. All right. Time check. I'm coming to 1 hour of the presentation. I think this is sufficiently to get you guys started and really to encourage you to go and set up your account. All right. Certain things I cannot take over. What I can tell you are practical tips. Then once your account is created, the next art that you need to master is wire transfer. This is a basic skill every investor on planet Earth must go through. You cannot outsource one. How do you wire transfer US dollars from your country to Interactive Broker? What are the details of SWIFT number? What are the banking address? This you have to go through, unfortunately. All right? And go through it. Do not know, ask IB, ask your bank. Get it done. All right? You have to go through this learning curve because this, at the end of the day, is your personal account. You are responsible for it. Okay? Other than that, of course, there's some other interesting questions like P&L and all the secret stuff that I'll be teaching you at the masterclass. I'll go more into like the column settings, what are the columns and the tools, the column headers that you should have that's unique to our strategy. I'll show you that during the masterclass itself. But I think for today, it is enough to kind of give you a little bit of nudge and encouragement. Please go and set up your Interactive Broker account. This is your first step to a life of financial freedom. So I want to encourage you. Thank you so much for joining us today. And I want to bring to you more exciting videos. So make sure you subscribe to our YouTube below and click on the notification so that every time we go live, you are notified on your phone, all right? And you don't miss any of our live video. Thank you everybody for tuning in. God bless you. And some of you are leaving me behind some interesting messages. Continue to leave some of your lovely messages on the YouTube live chat. I'll be checking out those conversations and I see you off from now. Let me play you a nice music. Goodbye. God bless. Everybody have a great day.